Hey guys, what's up? It's Deets here coming at you with another PGA Tour 2K25 video. Today I'm going over the 3 most important skills that you need in order to be successful and shoot extremely low scores in PGA Tour 2K25. But before I jump into this video, if you guys can please leave a like on the video. If you guys are new to the channel, definitely want to subscribe and turn on those notifications so you don't miss another PGA Tour 2K25 tips video or any golf content in general, regardless of if it's going to be our podcast, if it's going to be in real life golf content. I got a video coming out hopefully within the next week or two of my 18-hole round that I just played. A lot of fun. So definitely want to be on the lookout for that. But let's jump into this video. I'm going to go over all 3 of these skill types that are mandatory for you to be successful and shoot extremely low scores. Otherwise, it just makes it very, very difficult to shoot those low scores, give you easy putts to easily sink and get your birdies, eagles, and stuff like that. So without any further ado, number 1 is going to be the spinner. The spinner, for sure, you want to make sure that you have. This one, fortunately, you can unlock with any single archetype, should I say. You don't have to be a powerhouse. You don't have to be a greenskeeper or any of those other ones. All the archetypes pretty much can unlock this. That makes it very, very nice because you don't have to worry about getting a player to level 85 in order to unlock it. So this essentially is very, very simple. It mentions it right here on the right side of the screen. It says a pitch shot with added spin causing it to fly low and check up quickly. Perform with a wedge from the outside of the bunker. So essentially any shot, whether it's 50 yards or in, I like to use this shot, especially if I am in the fairway, because this thing will stop. It'll probably bounce, and if you guess it probably around like 40, 50 yards, it'll probably put it around 40, 50 yards, and it'll just stop on a dime. It won't roll back or anything like that, as I'll show you guys in this example. But you guys will love this shot. I absolutely love it. It's amazing. I'll show you guys using the pitch shot compared to using the spinner and why obviously the spinner is so vital in, helping you go low in PGA Tour 2K25. All right, so when you're going with the spinner shot, I usually like to get it around like 19 yards or so. If it's 20 yards, how far away it is, I like to move it over to the left a little bit because for whatever reason, my shot always seems to go left. Again, that's just me. It might be user error, but that's just what I've kind of picked up. And even when I move it a little bit to the right, it still ends up going to left. But just watch how much just sits on a dime. Boom, boom, and then it just sits right there. And that is so clutch. That is so helpful when using this because normally, like I said, like let's see if I put a 20 right here, 20 yards up. Oh, hit a little bit too hard there, but it still just stops on a dime. And that's big, even if you overshot it, because even when you do that, it still just stops. And that's what you want. Essentially, what I probably would do here normally is put it a little bit lower, actually, just in case I do overshoot. It gives me a little bit of wiggle room. But look, I hit a little bit left there. Boom, boom, stops. Boom. Gives me an easy 8 to 10 foot putt right there. The spinner is such a clutch shot. Again, it's a low shot, but still, it is so clutch. It is such a great shot, and I love using this shot off the greens. I mean, just watch 1, 2, boom, just sits right there. And obviously, if you're in the rough, it's going to slow down. But it's not going to stop on a dime like normally. So you got to keep that in mind as well, depending on where you are. You got to watch what the percentages of the golf ball that you have on the right side. Right here, it shows I have 99 because I'm on the fairway. Obviously, you'll lose some spin if you're in the rough and sand and things like that. Obviously, you can't use it in the sand, but that's neither here nor there. As here, I'll just show you really quick if I use a pitch shot. Even if I go a little short, you're going to see how much rollout it gets. Even though I have a bigger sweet spot, boom, watch it roll. It just rolls and rolls and rolls. Obviously, that's a great pitch shot, but at the same time, I don't like it rolling sometimes. You don't want it to, especially if you don't have much green. If I put it, let's say, at 20 yards here, just watch it just roll and roll and roll and roll and roll, and that is not what you want. At least for me, I'd like knowing where the ball's going to end up instead of kind of guessing and assuming based off the speed of the greens, based off of the slope and stuff like that. It takes all of that guessing out of it when you use the spinner. I'll do one more for you guys, but I just absolutely love the spinner, and I can't stop using it. It's just helped me just lower my scores 100. Like, it's made this game so much easier when I got this shot and put it in the bag. This next one is from the Clubhouse Pass skills. This is the tie spinner. Now, this one I was not too familiar with. I have seen it on YouTube videos or Instagram Reels or TikToks, and this thing looks insane. I was actually kind of stoked that they kind of brought it into the game because it's just not a common shot in general, but this thing is so sick, and I honestly use this instead of chipping around the greens because I'm just not doing well with the left stick, whatever it is, the tempo or the rhythm. I just can't get it down. I either shoot it way past the hole or it just gets nowhere. The tie spinner is amazing. As it says right here, it's an advanced shot type, and honestly, it's great because it's free. You don't have to use any of your skill points, and you get it just by moving along in the clubhouse pass. The farther along you go, you will get better options on this. As you see here, you have to be a 95 tier to get the swing path shot increase, 55 to get the sweet spot increase, and then 75 to get the sweet spot or context increase. So that is a downside, but with the new clubhouse pass system, you don't have to worry about losing out on that if you don't get to 99 and you're like, for whatever reason, for a few months, you're just not playing too much. You can always have this opportunity to get this. Once you unlock it, it's just awesome. It stops really quickly. It's very, very helpful around the greens as long as you know how to do it, and I'll show you some examples on using it, where to use it, how I use it, and things like that. This one I'm still learning, but I do like how this one stops. I struggle terribly when it comes to the chip shots, whether I just crush it past the hole or it barely gets anywhere because I just get I just get scared just in general. But I usually like to have it a few yards short because when you are off the green, you're still gonna have great spin, but just watch it. I'm gonna put about 4 yards here. I'm just gonna give you a little example. And look, just roll. It stops pretty quickly too. I just love using this shot. I'll go a little harder on this. And even when I go harder, it still does stop like pretty quickly. Again, I just love shots that just give me an opportunity to stop it where I want and go from there. Even if you don't hit it too hard, it's still gonna stop. So that's what I like, is the opportunity for this shot to just stop. And right next to the hole, if you can perfect this thing can be absolutely deadly. I still need, a bunch of the clubhouse pass levels in order to move up and unlock everything to make it a little bit easier. But overall, I just love this shot. I mean, yeah, it could go bad, but I'll show you right here when I'm trying to use, the chip shot. I struggle with it. I might make this one in just because it's just how the game works, but I just struggle with the confidence of this shot. Obviously, I might pick it up later, but when it comes down to it, I use the tie spinner because I just love it, having a ball that I know will stop, as that obviously just rolls out, and that doesn't help. I want a ball that I know is going to stop on a dime, and I don't have to worry about too much, because even if I overhit it or underhit it, I know it's going to stop, which is fine with me 9 times out of 10. Especially now, it gives me more confidence, at least when I use a tie spinner, to go fast. So even if I hit this one hard at 3 yards, it still should be pretty good. I mean, look at that. You're probably about 5 feet. It might be a little bit of a turn or a little bit of a breaker, but I'll deal with that when I get to it. But I just absolutely love the tie spinner. And once you get to 25, I think that's the level that you need for to unlock it. You got it from there on out, and it's just a great shot. You definitely want to put this one in the bag. This next one is my absolute favorite under bunker skills, the pick. This is an advanced shot type, and the downside for this one is you have to have an 85 overall, I believe it's a technician, in order to unlock this. So the cool thing is you don't have to technically play with them. And if you reach a 90 overall already with your first archetype, for me it was Powerhouse, that you are able to actually unlock this, the 85 or over already. So you just basically need to have the VC in order to bump them up to 85 overall. And once you get them to 85 overall, since this is their special or specialty kind of shot that only they have, I believe it's technician. I'm gonna look more into that, but just, yeah, it should be technician. It'll tell you right here what you need to be. I already unlocked it, unfortunately for me, but having this shot is so vital because out of the bunker is so difficult in this game if you do not have this shot, because your ball will roll out for whatever reason. And I think they did this on purpose. The spinning does not help at all, even when you try to add more spin to your shots, especially out of the bunker. Any of your shots, really, it just doesn't really help as much because they have these specialized shots. Now, once you have the pick, you'll be able to get that ball to stop, as it says right here. The pick is an advanced shot type, a difficult bunker shot that produces soft landings and reduced at rollouts. Perform with a wedge from the bunker. So a greenside bunker, this is your money shot. This is going to be able to get that ball to stop, and this will make your life so easy out of the bunker, especially if you have a short-sided bunker shot and things like that. This just makes it so much easier. As right here, I'll be showing you guys some examples again as to why this is probably the most important one. If I had to pick any of all three of these, I would definitely just take the pick, just because eventually you can work with the pitch shot instead of the spinner. That's fine. The tie spinner is great, but it's not mandatory. The chip shot, I'm sure I could eventually get used to that, but this pick shot just is so clutch because it just stops the ball on a dime. So let's get into it. I'll show you guys about the shot. The best one on this list, hands down, is going to be the pick. I still have a little bit of a sliver. This is a difficult shot in general, just because you don't have too much of wiggle room. But if you can, perfect this, this is absolutely vital. Watch this right here as I am able to hit this, and it just stops right next to where you pretty much land it. Makes it so easy, at least for, the distance that you're getting the shot out of, because when you hit your other shots, it's very difficult. I don't like honestly, I don't really like the animation for it. It looks really weird if you watch him. He just takes a stab at it. But I mean, it maybe rolls out 6 inches to a foot, and this is going a little uphill, so it might be different depending on other ones. But this is gonna stop. Just look at that. And this is perfect when you got a greenside bunker with not much wiggle room, very little green to work with, and you just got to get it up and down. Because look, if you put it with a regular splash shot, or let's just say you go 12, right there. Okay. Okay, so that happens, right? It happens from time to time. That is probably the best bunker shot that I've had so far. Second best bunker shot I had so far. I'm getting lucky right there. I just love the pick again. I love shots that stop and tell you really, so you know where it's going to go. Because sometimes you go like this and it just won't come out. The amount of times that I've actually had that happen to me, where I've had a great round and then I just get derailed by that, absolutely infuriates me, because it happens. And I had a little bit of an underswing. I added a little bit more power, but I just didn't have the full backswing because I maybe got a little scared from it. Even that kind of sucks, Um, but 100% want to throw pick in your bag. It is so worth it, honestly. If you're not going to even play with, I believe it's Technician. And it is Technician. 100% is Technician. Just double checked it. It is Technician. But once you have this, again, all you have to do to unlock this is get your player to, you can either start with a Technician and you have it forever, or you get a player to a 90 overall. Once you get them to a 90 overall, then you unlock, I believe it's called Rebirth, which they have in NBA 2K, where you can get any player to an 85 overall automatically. You don't have to grind your VC and your tribute points up to an 85. They kind of give you a little bit of a boost, or a head start, should I say. And once you do that, that's all you have to do. Once you get them to 85, you don't have to unlock anything else. You don't have to go through their little skill tree and unlock that little part. I thought it was that when I did it, and I was getting a little nervous that I had to actually play with them. All you have to do is get that player to an 85. That goes across the board through all the other special abilities that each single archetype has. But honestly, that's going to do it for the video, guys. Let me know down in the comments if there's any other shot types that you guys like that you guys have used. But these are the 3 that I think are absolutely vital in order to go low in this game and give yourself an opportunity to win your majors, win your society events, and even 2K matchmaking. This will just put you ahead of your competition, especially if you can, master these 3 skills. But that'll do it for the video, guys. If you guys didn't make it this far, we do appreciate it. We do got a lot of other content coming in real life golf. We also got a lot of PGA Tour 2K videos. Join our society. We got a 4Dads CC. Both Xbox and PlayStation are welcome to join. We got 3-round tournaments. We got 4-round majors coming up. We'll have a whole, schedule coming up within the next few months or so. I will put that together to make sure that we are running through that and just having a lot of fun with it. But yeah, if you guys made it this far, we do appreciate it. Leave a like if you're new to the channel. Subscribe. Definitely want to turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our other videos. But that'll do it with me, Teeds from 4Dads Golf. See you guys next time. Don't forget to stay fly and go low.